Hey guys, we're back in here for another video. This is this week's haul. Picked this guy up at Walmart, Hobby Lobby. I got this at Walmart a couple of weeks ago. And this from Target. So, Mayor, you don't have nothing on me anymore. And I got a better price than you did. So this guy here, I'm going to give this away because I already have one. It came in the set with this car carrier. I'm going to decide who I'm going to bless with this beautiful car for Christmas. But let's crack them open and see what they look like outside of the package. All right, we have everything out of the packaging. Everything's unboxed. And first time I saw this was at a slot car show, or the Diecast slot car show. And I passed up on it because I already have the Lancia that came with this. So this was a set. If it would have been like a Alfa Romeo with the Gulf livery and the Fiat, I would have scooped it up the moment I saw it. I passed up on it, and the mayor scooped it up, and he thought he had something on me. But I did get a better price because this was much cheaper at Target than it was at the show. So got you beat, mayor. Also, you don't have that 18-wheeler car transport. You might be able to get like 3, maybe 4 cars in there, depending on the size. So, yeah, I got this one too, Mayor. So, let's get this guy here. And it's a pretty car. I have been looking at it for quite some time, but it wasn't a priority because they're everywhere. Every Hobby Lobby in the area has these sitting around, so I was like, it's plentiful. I'll get to it one of these days. But then I saw it at the show. This guy had a bunch of loose ones. And I said, well, you know what? Next time I go to Hobby Lobby, if there's one there, I will scoop that up. So I scooped it up. Let's get him on the track and see what he can do. All right, guys, here's the moment of truth. Will this be BOA or will the winning streak continue? All right, not BOA. There it is. Put these back together. I gotta glue this stuff together. Or get some 3D printed that's solid. Sounds like a move. Get a couple more laps. All right, running good. Not fast, but it's running good. Then again, it's the first time it's been taking a lap, so I'll get a chance to break in. I'll speed up a little bit. Yeah, I didn't get to do a show because I got off a little late, so that's that. See if I can do one maybe Sunday. There's a break somewhere. what I hate about taking the track apart. I had to take it apart because mountain. I don't want to get any paint anywhere. So it's hard to get this thing back together, right? Let's see where there's a break at. Oh, this needs to be lifted up some. I can find another one of those trestle pieces. So we need to lift this up a little bit. Usually around this area is where I have the most problems. What I need to go ahead and quit BSing and get the track clips. It's hard. No power. Take them for another lap, see where the power goes. We'll move for the video. Might have been right here. And I'll keep talking about getting track clips, but every time I see a car, you know what happens.
Relax, Mr. Banks.
Don't say drugs around the man. And don't say coke or freebase neither. Unless you got some.
I need to get my priorities straight. Get the track clips. That's right, I might do that when I get home. See if they affect. As any in stock or one of their distributors. We had a good Thanksgiving. Ate way too much. Down the scale was 229. Got it back down to 221 this morning. Trying to get down, before the end of next week, at least get down to 210. And try to get under 200 in the long haul. Carrying that extra weight is not good for you. Especially when you start getting up there in age, it's hard to get the weight off. It's not impossible. You got to be dedicated. And have the willpower to get the job done. I have to work on that too. Think about next week's layout. It's going to be one of the harder world layouts, one that I lost. It's a small one, so I'm going to post it also. So you get ready. And I recommend, if you don't have a set, DRE set. I'm going to do another video for Christmas. My set recommendations. And I do not recommend a starter set. When I go to teensy weensy sets, go to figure 8. I think that's a waste of money. They'll be bored in about 5 minutes. Go ahead and spend that $150. Get one of those Auto World sets that's like a level above that. You don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. But I recommend getting the biggest sets, one of the biggest sets that are available. That's my recommendation. Don't even waste your time with a starter set. Either mid-grade, go for the gusto. Get the big dog. Play with that little stuff. Reminds me of a Martin episode.
Right here, right here.
Oh, the little one, huh? We call that the bitch 200. My mistake. You want that in pink or peach?
Let's spread up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere for Christmas. I don't want to spend the money. Stay local. Hang out with the familia. See where the power stops at. I have all kinds of struggles. Back here somewhere. Right here, look at that. I'm gonna take it apart. I gotta fight with this thing. Next purchase will be the track lift. I have to get them. It's almost the end of the year. It's already cold. It's not even January yet, and it's cold. In fact, the last week of November was cold. Colder than usual. It usually doesn't get in the 20s until like January. It's breaking in now. It's getting a little faster. I like these Cudas, even though they suffer from the four-wheel drive effect. Still a good-looking car. They really need to do something with that. I think Jag Hobbies has. I've seen a couple guys that have a Jag Hobbies chassis. You can drop it down, the wheels fit under the wheel well. Seen some guys hook it up like that. They need to sell it like that. Not everybody has Dremels and all these tools, or even have the desire to do all that. You just want to buy stuff like me. I just want to buy and drive it. Do a little bit of tinkering. I don't mind taking them apart and all that, cleaning them up. I'm thinking about doing a show Sunday. I don't know if anybody broadcasts on Sunday. Thinking about it. The next thing I have to do is, well, I need to order another terminal track because of that screw. I don't know what size the screw is. First, so I'll just get another one and fix that. So I'm looking at another channel. I'm using those styrene strips. Made it like a cement wall. I want to do that on the inside here, on both sides. So it can look a little better. And on this one, look a little better. Maybe put some lights under there. It's going to be a tall order, but I think it can be done. We'll get to it. Drive something else. got the Jägermeister and McLaren. Still going. Well, it doesn't exist, but I thought it would look cool. I mean, there was no actual Jägermeister McLaren, but I thought it would look cool. Put the spots down and good thing about slot cars is you drive any car in the world you want, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, everything. Not everybody has big bucks where you just drive by all that. I used to love Can-Am racing. Unlike today, each team had its own look, just like Formula One, even stock cars. Matter of fact, all racing had their own look. Like now everything's cookie cutter. It takes a lot away from it. There's no wow factor because everybody looks the same. Or they look so much alike. Alright. That's pretty fast. Might have to get some more cars and start the Billboard Drag Racing Series back up. Thinking about that. I have to come up with some new names, some new brands of beer. New backstories. Whatever comes to my mind at my moment. That's basically what it was. I was just making up stuff as I went along. There's no script. Let's slow it down a little bit. That's gonna be it, guys. Getting there. Oh, I did get number 35 VRE Hotwheels. It's a bit pricey. It was 100 when the guy put up for bid at 55. So I was the only person who bidded on it, so that's that. It arrived today, but I didn't get home yet. We'll check it out when I get home. Just set up the BRE layout, run some maps, the BRE cars. Also, something I was working on was this here. I was trying to move this over. I think it might be messed up. It'll come out the way I wanted it to. Let's test it out. Let's find out. This poor guy keep getting knocked over. I got an email, one of the bulletins from our rail club, and gentlemen they want to have people running trains by 11 a.m. so that when people come by, when customers come by, they see some trains running. So I'm going to suggest, because there's like a bunch of cars sitting around. A lot of nice looking cars, rail cars, that is. And they just sit there. I'm like, well, what, maybe let some guys use them sometimes, as long as they put them back where they came from or where they got them from. This is an expensive hobby. These things are not cheap. That'd be a way to help people get into it. I need to buy more cars myself. But it is expensive, especially doing slot cars and trains at the same time. That's a lot of money. Okay, so works that direction. Let's see if I back over and see what happens. Okay, so then there felt like it's a little uneven. Might have to work on it a little more. Well, I bet you the long arm locomotive will bitch about it. Let's try the America First train. See if it will run over it. This one is a little longer. Let's see what happens with this guy. Put it here. So this guy will make it over. Go forward first. Don't drive it fast, it makes a lot of noise. Stumbled over something. Go back. Alright, so it was alright. It feels kind of uneven. Like there's not a smooth transition from this side. I interrupting trains, but in my mind, I know it's there, so it's not gonna set right. I'm trying to straighten this out a little more. think it's not going to. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I think it moved because of this. So what I'm gonna have to do is move it again. This time I'm not gonna have this connected to it. This piece here, and connect it after it dries. That's what I'm gonna do. So I wanna run this over down there. So I can loop it around the long way. And have a switching station for the train. I don't like that. I do not like that. It sounded like it was just like boom. I found some stencils. I wasn't looking for that, but I found it. I found some for road markings. That will make it a lot easier. Not for this type though. These here, I would have to do it by hand. Because these here are painted by hand. So the 12 inches are done by hand, and the 1/8, 9-inch is a set piece. So all of these, this whole section here, is done by hand painted. Oh, it's spray paint, but I have to tape them up to my liking. I don't like this. It's not crashing, but just the sound. Listen for this sound once it goes over. It sounds like it's dropping down. Yeah, it's like it's hitting something. Now it comes off. Let's see what the heck is going on here. Let me put on and drive over here. Oh. Just not playing around with it. I altered something. It's kind of rough there. louder. What's my intention not to caboose over? Let's see. Yeah, the longer ones are more fussy. Longer locomotives. The short one doesn't care. Short guy. Slide this bin over just in case. If it falls, it doesn't fall and hit the floor. I gotta put something up. I was thinking about getting some plexiglass. I was gonna put like a backdrop, back here, so keep the cars from flying off. But then, the reason why I'm debating against that is the camera angle. I can't shoot from this angle anymore. The ceiling's not high enough where I can lift the camera up and peer over the backdrop. But with the plexiglass, I still could, but it doesn't look as good. Not like Purdy. That's the dilemma. So let's see what's going on over here. There's the hose. Let me bend this up a little bit without it breaking. Comes with the territory. Sometimes you gotta troubleshoot this stuff. But they don't just work. I can just clip that off. I think that's where it's catching it. I'll clip some of it off. Yeah. Gotta go, gotta go. That's where it's catching at. Even over here, it got caught under one of the ties on this side. I just clip it off. It's not like it's gonna prevent the train from transferring the track. But let's take away from the parent. The box. see what's up. The hose wasn't very flexible. Would have been better if it was. There it is. Doesn't look as good, but it's not getting jammed up on the track. There it is. Let's put these guys back on here. So America First training has something to pull. I do the other cars. Boost over here. I miss cabooses, man. I do a little reading about why they don't use them anymore. Those are one of my favorite cars to watch the train go by and see the caboose. And when we were kids, we would just wave at the guys in the back of the caboose. They wave back. First gone. It's noisy. If I speed it up, it's noisy. Slow it down so it's not too noisy. We switch this out, put some American muscle on. We got the American First going on. You know, the McLaren had like a big block Chevy in it. Put the Chevelle back on. So this is one of my new favorite cars. Chevelle. Get a close up. I ran it last week, but I'm gonna run it again. It's just too pretty not to drive. They do have some of those trunk trains in stock. I'm gonna get one of those. Just have a collector's item. It's such a polarizing figure. Things that like it. So I don't understand what I see. People, if you voted for the candidate that they didn't like, they don't want to be your friend anymore. That never made any sense to me. You like this candidate, I like the other candidate. That's it. I got a friend, he was a hardcore Rush Limbaugh disciple. I would say I was more center left leaning. We were cool. We just didn't agree on politics. That's it. It's not like, oh, we're not friends anymore. Oh, we're tearing stuff up. So, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, I mean, we were best of friends. We just didn't agree on politics. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes, I never consider myself a Democrat or a Republican. I'll vote my wallet. Whichever one I think's gonna stay out of my wallet or stay out of my way so that I can increase my wallet, then that's my man. That was my thing. I don't care nothing about no party. Look at that. You got sellouts on both sides of the aisle, so you gotta worry about your money. This part is crooked. I really gotta get these damn crap. I know my thing is my wallet. I don't know why I did that. It wasn't intentional. I just hit the trigger. I was going to say something and I hit the trigger. Create an oil spill, messing up the environment. Despicable. Anyways, like I said, I see a lot of videos. Oh, we're not friends anymore. You hate women. Like, really? He was already president before, and that didn't happen. You're gonna get deported. How? reported to where? I was born here. There's nowhere for me to go. Like, you know what would have they would have to do with the Constitution? They would have to alter the Constitution, new amendment, ratified by all 50 states. That's just not going to happen. Is it possible? Sure. Is it probable? No. Well, I just don't get that. People are literally like, I'm never going to speak to you again. So if your candidate wins, should I take that same stance? I'm not going to speak to you again because your candidate won. Anyway, enough of the politics. CAFX got a new F1 coming out. Not one to my liking. It looks good, but I'm just not interested. I might get one anyway. If they had like a Verstappen or a Hamilton, I would get that. That would be, to me, that would be the move to make. Have like a Verstappen and Hamilton set. The two most desirable cars. Those Ferrari Le Mans cars and the Porsche. The Ferrari's the best looking one though. That Ferrari Le Mans car, that's a bad mofo. I hooked it up. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna head home. Get back to the middle. I like to leave it that way when I'm working on something. I don't knock it over. You know, I might knock it over anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna head home. Go check out this new VRE Hotwheels. That thing is dirty. Steep price, but there's not that many of them around, so it is what it is. Now you gotta pay to play. You want the rare stuff, it's gonna fetch a higher price. It's the nature of how things go. When it was $100, that just wasn't gonna happen. I said, bring it down to like 50 something. I'll do it. I'll take the hit. But 100, 80, $80 and all that. Nah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Maybe see you Sunday. I think about doing a live on Sunday. We'll see. If you haven't already, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.